Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Hey, welcome back to Tek-Talks. It's Takesh. Welcome back to my channel. Hey folks, it's been a minute since I've been on. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff in live, so it's been hard for me to get some time to create some videos, some content. I'll get back to it here probably this week now that spring break has started. There is so much to talk about. The patch is absolutely amazing. Just pure win. I'd be hard pressed to find anything really wrong with it. There are a few things that would have been nice, but overall, I see the patch as a pure success. Anyways, before I get yapping about that, or I'll make another video about that, today's video is kind of an emergency video. I had to make it real quick. It is about transferring Plat. I wanted to give an updated video for my last one. So a lot has changed since, I don't know how long it's been, maybe a month, 2 months. It seems Blizzard is onto our tricks. They seem to be aware that people are using pets to transfer Plat, and so they are making it a little more difficult. As soon as I can figure out a more efficient way, or if somebody can inform me, I will make a video on that. At the moment, though, using pets is still a good way to do it, but I am going to add some caveats in comparison to my last video. So as of right now, I had said, hey, in previous videos, you know, if you really need to get that Plat transferred real quickly, go over to the familiars, find yourself an aberrant familiar, go to search, go to aberrant, and buy 3 of these guys, find 3 that are pretty cheap and buy them and combine them, and boom, the pet you got is one you can transfer. The problem with that now is Blizzard is making it very difficult for those pets to be worth anything. So you can find yourself throwing 6,000 to 10,000 Plat on essentially a gamble, and I would say almost half of the time, over half the time, you're getting nothing. You're getting a pet that sells for nothing. So you actually barely can break even or lose Plat. So I am going to say don't do that anymore. That is something I suggested in the past, but because of, I'm assuming they're just hidden nerfs, that is now something I would not do. You still want to be collecting your familiars every week. You get 3 of these guys from talking to Neza or whatever, Niza, I don't even know her name anymore. It's been a minute, but you talk to her, combine for aberrants. What you do want to be doing is looking for pets that have the legendary abilities and then trading them amongst your character. So you would ping pong them. So I don't know, you folks that have watched my previous videos, I had suggested creating a rank 2-star gym and then getting it to like rank 3 or 4. And the reason being is because, as you guys know, the higher, or you can only buy the cheapest one, but if you have like a rank 4 or 3 bloody reach and you put it up for sale, that one will be the cheapest one at a rank 4. That method is terrible. You can do that method with the pets. That's why I'm suggesting it right now. But you need to make sure you're getting like anywhere between 3 to 4 times the amount. So for instance, here I'll show you guys an example. So I purchased this Ash Sweeper off of one of my alts for 4K. And so here it is right here. This is the one I purchased. I can now list it for 16K. I'm going to update it right now as we speak. So anyway, as you guys can see, the pet is now, I relisted it for 4 times what I bought it. So that'll be a decent exchange rate when I come back and buy with my alt to transfer some Plat. Here is some things, though, a note that you should take. You need to be patient with this when you're doing this method, with ping pong it. And the reason being is, I don't know if you guys just noticed this, but the pet was already listed, and it was listed at 8,000 platinum. That is because when I first bought it back from my alt, that is the most I could actually list it for. So I bought it for 4,000, as you guys saw. And then right now, when I went to go look at it, it showed I only had 8,000 because that's the most I could sell it for. The weird thing, I don't know why, but the prices on your pets seem to change. I don't know if it's based on the market or if there's some kind of reset or what, but the price definitely changes. I had a Prowler about 2 weeks ago that I think it went up for like 5, and I can only sell it for 12. And then a week later, I was able to list it for just shy of like 29,000 Plat. So you're going to have to be patient with a lot of these pets when you're using them to ping pong plat. So, this guy, when I first got it from my alt, I can only list it for 8,000, as you just saw. I was able to update it now to 16,000, and so that's what I'm gonna list it for. So I'll be ping ponging this pet back and forth, and it will take a while. So keep that in mind. It's going to be very difficult for you guys to do those huge 120, 180k plat swaps. They're still possible if you have legendary pets. I have a buddy of mine. He has a pet that I believe has 2 or 3 legendary, and he uses it to swap plat between his alts. So he's not getting rid of it. In my previous video, I never talked about this because it really wasn't an issue. But now you are going to want to keep them, try to make them. And this guy, I'm going to keep trying to upgrade. So as I send it to my alt will have 3 aberrant or 3 pets, that I get for familiar contracts. And not from doing anything extra, by the way. Like, I'm not no-lifing it. Like, all I do is the same thing I ever do, which is just air bond. So getting, usually I get 2 full monster essences. So that's 80 battle pass points, and I'll get battle pass points for doing air bond. And that usually fills up the 3 things I need to get the 3 familiar contracts. And then I'll just keep trying to create. So I will keep trying to upgrade this Ash Sweeper to have better abilities so I can list it for more and more. So keep that in mind with the Ash Sweeper, or not the Ash Sweeper, but pets in general. You do want it now. They're not gonna be throwaway, as I had said before. You're gonna want to keep trying to make them better and better. And who knows, maybe you might just strike gold and get some crazy pet with some, especially now that there's all these new pet abilities, and you might be able to sell it for a lot. That would be the best case scenario. But worst case scenario, you're just consistently upgrading these pets in order to make these transfers. When you're ping ponging back and forth, in an old video, I did the math for you, and I won't do it again here because I already forgot and I'm feeling lazy. But it's horrible, okay? So make sure that you are only ping ponging the pets for transferring plat back and forth. If you're getting, I would say a minimum 3. 3 times. I would go, if it's me though, at least 4. So I bought this guy for 4. I'm gonna swing back and get 16k. I would say 3 to 4 times. You're feeling pretty good. Anything over that, you're S tier. You're good to go. Some of you might already have pets like this, and you guys can just use it to swing plat back and forth, back and forth. I would highly discourage though, like the 1 to 2 ratio. So like if you have a pet that you're like, dude, I can list for 64k. It's like, well, what's the minimum? 32k. Well, I'm gonna strongly discourage that. People, like I said in an old video, I was like, if you're a math major, you can do the math, and it's real bad. Like you're losing something like, I think I remember. I'm trying to quote myself, which is funny, but I think you lose something like a third, if not more, of the platinum when it's that 1 to 2 ratio. So keep that in mind. Anyways, folks, yep, I'm sorry I should have made this video probably a week earlier. Somebody in my comment section actually brought it up, and I've been so busy. I had a lot of things happen in real life that have really kept me away from the game. I just haven't really paid that much attention to it till just now. But I'll quit yapping. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be putting up some new videos on the new patch here soon. Have a good one, guys.